Hello ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Pro Evolution Soccer 2021 where we're doing the full Manual Master League. We've played 2 games off camera and one of them was okay, we drew 1-1 with Newcastle, and the other we lost 3-1 to Leicester. Now there's been a few comments saying why not lower the difficulty, so for today's episode we're going to play it on to top player down from superstar. So top player, 15 minutes, and then all of this stuff is good. We've got Sheffield United and then Liverpool, so we'll see how it goes. It should be quite interesting. Sheffield United, obviously the easier game to start with. Liverpool, massively overpowered in PES 2020. Be interested to see how they do in this one. So let's make sure we're on the full manual good stuff. I say good stuff, the tough stuff. And we're going to stick with... Right, so Benteke's up for it. We're going to stick with Benteke up front for this one. We're going to bring Zaha over to the right, and we'll bring Bruno Enrique, I think, or maybe... No, we'll bring Onyekuro on. He's very rapid in there. Scott Dan can come in for a start instead of Sacco. Milivojevic, Kouyaté, Eze I'm happy with. Dodo's down. We'll take these guys off the bench because I'm never going to bring them on when they're down. We'll put Mitchell on the bench as a youngster who's up for it. MacArthur can come on the bench as well. So we do get a boost if we start MacArthur over Kouyaté. But Kouyaté is very much loving life. So we're going to keep him in. Sacco probably won't come on because he's not feeling it. Dodo can come off as well. Is Klein back? No, he's still injured. So we'll put Schlupp on the bench. And I think we're going to be good to go. We're going to try and mark both the strikers because they're not brilliantly brilliant, are they? No. Mark Billy Sharp. Like that. And hopefully we can go in and get a win. I also just need to tell for set pieces, tell Cahill and Dan to come forward. And, well, let's get into it. At Bramall Lane, we've got some new mods in for the Premier League stuff as well, so hopefully it all looks cracking. Let's get into it. Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to a very snowy Bramall Lane. The snow is falling here in Sheffield. We are getting close to Christmas time as the players, well, half the players arrive from the tunnel, and there's Zaha leading the team. And West Foderingham gets a starting goal ahead of Ramsdale for Sheffield United in today's game. But let's get into it without further ado and see what the game has in store. So Van Aanholt powers the ball forward up towards Benteke, wins the header into Onureka, who's trying to wind up a shot and has won a free kick as the tackle on him was a little bit hard, and you can see straight away the efforts there from Crystal Palace to get the ball up towards Benteke, try and cause those defenders trouble at the back, as it was Henry Onyekaro who was winding up a shot. You can say that's unlucky for the defender, but Ruud Gullit's team will not be moaning at all as Milivojevic will stand over this one. Can he get a shot on target early doors? Milivojevic has a go just over the bar, not troubling Foderingham in goal. Remains 0-0, but a nice early chance for Crystal Palace. Kouyaté has Van Aanholt on his outside coming forward. Van Aanholt puts it in looking for Benteke. Benteke! Oh, what a hit. So unlucky. A left-footed volley. What a ball in from Patrick Van Aanholt. Joe Ward did well to keep the ball alive. Kouyaté was there. Van Aanholt on the overlap. Early cross into the box. And Benteke just past the post. Great effort from Crystal Palace, that. Good flow in football. Benteke with a wonderful flick on again. Onureka can't quite squeeze that one through. Van Aanholt back to Kouyaté. Lets it go across his body. Keeps it alive. Scott Dan gives it off to Joel Ward. Joel Ward, again, looking for that cross-field ball towards Henry Onyekaro. But Benteke will pick this one up. Out to Van Aanholt with a good pass. Van Aanholt looks to just shimmy away from Bulldog, but didn't show too much of the ball to him. And Fleck can bring this one away for Sheffield United. Now McGoldrick has pulled wide into the space vacated by Van Aanholt. And that's a very strong tackle from Scott Dan. Definitely a free kick to Sheffield United. McGoldrick turned well and just got his body in the way, and Scott Dan just annihilates him. 0-0. Well, Gary Cahill has been adjudged to have fouled Billy Sharp here. Definitely didn't look like a foul. Eze's pleading his influence. Billy Sharp held the ball up well, but Cahill just poked it round the corner. Got a foot in. A good clean tackle, and the referee's pulled it back for a free kick, and it's a bit harsh, I think, on Crystal Palace, that one. Ollie Norwood over this one. Tries to put it on target. Guita went the right way, but the wall does its job, and it goes behind for a corner. You see Guita quickly moving over to that side. Wall did its job, though. Corner ball was... there's a bit of a love train going on for Sheffield United on the edge of the box. Oliver Norwood swings this one in towards Basham, and it's hoofed away very well there from the defenders as Sheffield United will hold on to this. I do think I'm rushing it a little bit much. I feel like we should slow it down, get the ball to feet in towards Benteke and Eze, let them draw out a couple of defenders and then turn. I don't mind playing these long balls because when Benteke's up on form, he does well. That's a great ball into Into Eze, to be fair. Oh, I tried the little shimmy but left it a bit late. Basham gets it away, and easy winner there for Scott Dan as Joel Ward again goes long looking for Henry. It's brought down well by Kouyaté into Eze. Eze tries a little shimmy. Joel Ward again flicking it in, and that's not enough on that. Basham with a good acrobatic clearance. And McGoldrick wins the header, but there's no one up there to support him. Van Aanholt, ball in. Benteke wins the header, but O'Connell really well placed. These three centre-backs for Sheffield United are covering and supporting each other well, but Crystal Palace will keep this relentless attack up, you feel, as Milivojevic has time to turn. Lays that one up to Benteke, pulls Basham out of the centre and holds it up well. Benteke, and surely is fouled there, and it's another opportunity for Crystal Palace from a set piece. That's what you want from Benteke. You want him to hold the ball up as good as he can and use his strength, use the power he's got, as Milivojevic is over this one. It's round the wall, and what a save from Wes Foderingham that is. What an unbelievable save from the goalkeeper. That would look like it was going in the top corner. Top save that from the keeper. It was a long throw coming here from Joe Ward into Benteke. Flicks that one on, looking for the run of Henry. It's going to come out to Kouyaté with a hit just past the post. Great effort from the central midfielder, and it's all Crystal Palace at the moment. Benteke with a good flick on, header away by Egan, and the shot from Kouyaté just hit a bit too straight. Not trouble Foderingham, who has kept Sheffield United in this game. What a save from that free kick from Milivojevic. Lundstrom robbed really well by Joel Ward, and well, Crystal Palace could break here, but that's a poor pass from Zaha. Lundstrom goes down the line. Joel Ward's just about getting back to track Norwood there. Easy for Guita, who will look to launch Crystal Palace away. Kouyaté, Milivojevic into Eze with a bit of time and space. Comes back onto this left-hand side. Henry has got space here. Benteke holds his place, but the pass was just in between the two Crystal Palace attackers, and well, it's cleared away by Foderingham. Billy Sharp has the ball into McGoldrick. Shot early on, and well, Guita with a pretty comfortable save there. And Guita's not been too busy. It's been relatively easy for the Crystal Palace goalkeeper today. Kouyaté picks up this ball, looks to feed it in towards Onyereku. Poor pass up towards Zaha though, and that's been the order of the day for Crystal Palace. Their short passing hasn't really been on form today. Great header, defensive header from Scott Dan there, as Onyereku feeds this one into Christian Benteke, who's got a bit of time and space. Leads that into Onyereku, out to Joel Ward, flicks that into the box towards Benteke with a header. It's off the post, and Crystal Palace just don't have the luck in front of goal at the moment. Top class goalkeeping from Foderingham. All his woodwork and beams are keeping it at 0-0, and it is all Crystal Palace at the moment. McGoldrick into Sharp. Sharp hits the post for Sheffield United, and well, Van Aanholt's caught on the ball and sort of got a bit of lucky there as Milivojevic tries to get in there. Nuraku with the ball. Referee says there's not really much of an advantage, and Crystal Palace get the free kick, but Billy Sharp hitting the post as well, so now both teams hit the post as Guita is going to look to go long with this one to Benteke, who beats Lundstrom in the air. And Nuraku lays it out to Van Aanholt. Good touch to get away from Baldock, and he's got men in the box. One of them is Benteke. What a save from Foderingham again, and that's a goal kick as Nuraku couldn't keep that in. Great play again from Crystal Palace, really utilising the width and getting these crosses into the box. And Benteke, great header. Foderingham probably going over, but he wasn't to know. Good save, to be honest. And then Henry Onyereku could not keep that ball in play. 0-0. Eze flicks it on. Benteke on one more to Zaha. Zaha waiting for Benteke to get in the box, but Enda Stevens puts in an absolutely crucial tackle there, and puts a good ball up towards McGoldrick as well. And Sheffield United may have a chance here, because Crystal Palace have been left open, and Cahill struggling for pace to match Norwood, and he's got that off to Billy Sharp, and it's 1-0 Sheffield United right on half-time. Down from one end, and Cahill got drawn out of the middle and didn't have the pace to get there ahead of Norwood, and Billy Sharp's probably never going to have an easier goal in the Premier League. 1-0 Sheffield United. Baldock gets into the area just before the half's going to end, and that should be half-time now. And there it is, half-time whistle. Sheffield United with an undeserved lead. They've got Wes Foderingham and the post to thank, as the second half won't see any changes. So no changes for Crystal Palace. They could feel very unlucky to go in 1-0 down at half-time, as they've had the better chances, really getting Christian Benteke into the game. There's Van Aanholt on the left-hand side, looks to put it in. Zaha's peeled off his man in towards Benteke, but Basham, again, just the back five for Crystal Palace. Just seemed to be getting a last little toe on everything, and it's unlucky as that's looking like a good ball through to Lundstrom. Great hit early on, and Guita sees it past his post, but a great effort there for Lundstrom as the defence was all over the place. And this five at the back for Sheffield United really is working well. Great ball through. Kouyaté tried to track the run. Good hit from Lundstrom, but a goal kick to Crystal Palace. Benteke flicks it on to Henry Onuaku. Van Aanholt back to Kouyaté. To Van Aanholt again, back to Kouyaté. Crystal Palace trying with a bit more patience this time. Eze into Benteke, squeezed out of it, no free kick given. Eze again in a pocket of space. Gets around his man. Great run from Eze. There's the shot and it's past the post. Nice bit of footwork from Eze just outside the box, and Ruud Gullit shows his appreciation for that, but his team are still 1-0 down. It was played in back into Eze, just faced up the defender. Nice little shimmy to get away, and then the shot was just not as good as you'd expect from a player of his calibre. Benteke picks it up and sees the run of Zaha. Zaha just holds it up and invites Joel Ward forward, who's been bombing up and down this flank today. Joel Ward tries to swing across in. It's blocked. It's kept alive by Kouyaté though. Back out to Joel Ward. First time. Left-footed cross. And Benteke was attacking it. Kouyaté out towards Van Aanholt. Van Aanholt surely fouled there, and he is. He got his body in the way for John Fleck. Saw him coming and just twisted his body, as you'll see here in the replay. And Fleck, well, got the ball but kicked the player as well. And it could be another chance for Milivojevic to have this effort at goal, as Foderingham will surely be expecting the shot here. Milivojevic shot too high over the bar, not enough bend, not his best effort. Still 1-0 Sheffield United, 53 minutes gone. McGoldrick with a shot, great save from Guita, and Sheffield United was a great defensive header from Scott Dan, but Sheffield United first at every second ball today as Billy Sharp here into Norwood. Norwood through, McGoldrick had a bit of time and space, shot, great save from Guita though to touch it past the post. And well, Crystal Palace need to get back to their first half performance as Norwood swings in a corner. McGoldrick under it, headed away by Dan, and it's a race to get there first, and Eze wins that race. Plays that up to Onuaku. Onuaku comes forward, not too much support for the quick-footed winger. He's got it now, he comes back, and the referee says that the defender got the ball, and Crystal Palace may feel a little bit aggrieved about that. But the header forward from Cahill is kept alive. Benteke does well, tries to get the back heel into Onuaku, who's not had the best of games for Palace, it's got to be said. Van Aanholt brings this one down, puts it forward again. Benteke wins the header. Onuaku is beaten to the ball by Connell. Baldock back to Lundstrom. Lundstrom tackled fairly by Van Aanholt. It's a bit of a mismatch to get the ball. Billy Sharp, and it goes towards McGoldrick. McGoldrick back to Sharp. Scott Dan sticks out a lug and does very well. Eze, first time up towards Benteke. Tries to get Basham out of his shell. Wins a free kick again. It's a bit too central, this one. As Bruno Hernandez comes on for the pretty ineffectual Onuaku in this game. Not his best performance by any stretch of the imagination. Milivojevic hits the free kick. It's a good effort. It's just past the post. Foderingham was struggling to get across to that one. It remains 1-0 Sheffield United, and you've got to feel a goal is coming soon for Crystal Palace. Dominating this game. Fleck turns away from Kouyaté. Good tracking back though from Kouyaté. Good defending there. As Milivojevic tries to get this one forward. Eze got Zaha in so Bruno Henrique in a lot of space, but that's a terrible pass in towards Benteke. Fleck into Lundstrom for Sheffield United, up towards Billy Sharp, and well, Gary Cahill read that well and saw where he was going to play the pass and just got in the way of it a little bit. Eze can't get there ahead of Lundstrom. Norwood, good tackle on him from Eze, and Benteke's in a bit of space, but that's probably the wrong option. Egan hits it straight into Benteke, who got his body in the way. Basham goes long. It should be easy for Dan, and is. Picks out Kouyaté. Out to Joel Ward. Goes long looking for Benteke. Flicked on well. It's picked up by Bruno Henrique, but O'Connell puts in a good tackle. Benteke flicks it on. What a ball into Zaha. Zaha's there, and it's Foderingham with a great save of that near post again. It's a wonderful move this. Eze to Milivojevic. He saw Benteke in space, flicked it on. Great first time flick on from Benteke. And Zaha really should be scoring. Try to place it in the near post. Good save from Foderingham. Benteke runs towards the near post. Can he get there? He can't get there. Eze will pick this one up. Flicks it back out to Milivojevic, who's up against Lundstrom. Doesn't fancy his chances, so tries to put it back to Joel Ward, but not enough on the pass. And, well, Billy Sharp has got time to turn. Back to McGoldrick. Norwood puts a ball through to Fleck, and Van Aanholt's got to get on his afterburners here to catch up with Fleck, and he does really well, Van Aanholt. And Benteke, lovely touch into the path of Bruno Henrique. Bruno Henrique lays that one back to Benteke. Sees the run of Joel Ward out wide. Now he needs the big target man to get back in the box, which he's not doing. And that's a poor pass that McGoldrick will intercept. Well, Milivojevic has done really well, but quite a battle there between Milivojevic and McGoldrick. Lundstrom robbed by Cahill. Up it goes. Zaha into Benteke. Defender didn't know whether to come or go. Benteke shoots. Good save from the keeper, and Baldock just sort of completes the clearance. Van Aanholt will pick this one up though. He's got Eze in space. Eze tries to lay it in towards Bruno Henrique, but good defending, and time is running out for Crystal Palace now. Billy Sharp forced backwards towards Baldock. Baldock again forced backwards. Bruno Henrique trying to put some pressure on Basham. Bruno Henrique again keeping this press up. Foderingham goes long. Van Aanholt v Sharp. Sharp wins it. Fleck out on this right hand side. Up against Kouyaté. Just stands him up. Fleck's done well, but Kouyaté does win it. And Crystal Palace can get the ball forward here into Benteke, who holds off Basham really well and keeps hold of the ball. Gives it out to Bruno Henrique. Just trying to stand Baldock up and create some space for him here. Not much on. Goes out to Kouyaté. Back heel into Eze. On one more to Zaha. Zaha sees Ward making the run. Can't put the cross in. And it will be a free kick, I think, has been given here. Joe Ward did look like he got there first. It was a good tackle from Stevens, but the referee and the linesman saw something they didn't like. As Benteke makes that run and sort of loses his man. Can he get in front of Norwood? No, he can't. It's bouncing around again, and you do sort of feel that Crystal Palace are due some luck soon. That's a wonderful ball to release Sharp, and Van Aanholt absolutely knackered. Billy Sharp is through, but Guaita, well, just caught him unawares, I think. Double substitution for Crystal Palace in the last 5 minutes. Then Mitchell on for Van Aanholt. We saw he was flagging at the end there. And Milivojevic off, Max Meyer on. Is it all a little bit too late, though, for Crystal Palace? Fleck with the ball. Turns. Mitchell with a good tackle, but can't take the ball away with him. Baldock forced backwards by Kouyaté. In it goes. McBurney beaten in the air by Dan. Max Meyer now has fresh legs. Can feed that up towards Zaha. Zaha back to Max Meyer, and then, well, Crystal Palace do have numbers here. And Eze's one of them, and he flicks that on. It's Bruno Henrique with a shot, and he's fired that past the near post. But he's given a free kick. I think it's been called back for a foul on Eze. As Eze released that pass, he took a touch, and it's a late challenge on him, and this gives Crystal Palace, well, a golden opportunity here. It's going to be Milivojevic going off, so Eze gets a chance. It's up and over the wall, and it's in! Foderingham didn't have a chance. With 2 minutes to go, Eze has made it 1-1 with a free kick, and I think you can say Crystal Palace deserve it. Eze floats it over the wall nicely. Foderingham beaten for power. 1-1. Have Crystal Palace got enough in them to go and get a winner? Max Meyer picks up the loose ball, and there is an opportunity here as Eze sees the run of Bruno Henrique, but O'Connell just got there to make the difference as Sharp has drawn Cahill out of centre-back, and McBurney's laid that one through to Norwood, and Norwood in a good position. He's been blocked from the shot. Norwood lays it back. That's going to be a goal. No, it's not. It's not a goal. Guaita with a good save, and I thought we were going to get done by the PES gods again. There's Guaita with a good catch. Let's go, Guaita. Let's go. We've got big Benteke up there. But it's not going to be enough. It's a 1-1 draw. And, well, Crystal Palace played well. Maybe a draw's a fair result. But 1-1. Yeah, we battered them. 13 shots, 4 on target. I do need to get better at shooting on target, but I feel like that's just a bit unlucky, that is. I feel like that's a bit unlucky. 1-1. Not too bad. Yeah, slow it down. Get the ball into feet. Slow it down. We still in touching distance? Not really. We seriously need a win. And next up is Liverpool, which is going to be very, very difficult. I think, yeah, get it into feet. Hold the defender up. Lay it off. Short passing if we need to. Long passing if we need to. As he had an injury. Maybe that's why he was playing badly. But let's get into the game against Liverpool. I mean, it is worth me saying, the games I play off camera, I'm generally better. Because it's a lot harder to commentate and play at the same time. If you haven't tried it, try it if you play PES. It's interesting. But so Benteke is still sort of up for the game. So we will give him the start. Because I quite liked the tactic of putting it sort of into his feet. I'd like to make... I might make... Would it make sense to make him a counter target rather than Zaha? Let's try it. So we'll keep Eze and Benteke up. Other than that, I think we're going to keep the team. Oh no, we're playing Liverpool. Get attacking fullbacks off. We do not need that on with Mane and Salah looking to run in behind. I'm even quite tempted to do that and have two holding midfielders in there. I don't know if anybody's up for this. It might be best just to play. So Dodo, bless him, he's going to be chucked in against Man City and Liverpool. Guaita's down. I'm going to start Butland just because of the form arrow. And I think it's worth having Riedewald on the bench as well. Instead of Scott Dan. Batshuayi and Reed. We've got subs we can bring on off the bench. I think if we can get balls up towards Benteke, if he can drift onto Gomez, I think that might work. But let's get into it. We'll see you at kickoff. Hello everybody and welcome to Selhurst Park for an evening game where Crystal Palace host Liverpool. And I've just noticed that the team names don't appear in those new graphics that I've got in. The Andrew Robertson is captaining Liverpool today as they have new signing Ederson in goal, which is pretty ridiculous. Jack Butland makes a start for Crystal Palace. Dodo comes into the team at right back at a Joel Ward. Mitchell comes in at left back, up and coming player, really highly recommended and rated by Ruud Gullit. Benteke keeps his spot up front and Kuyate and Milivojevic hold their places in central midfield. You fancy Liverpool as the favourites, but let's see how the game unfolds here at Selhurst Park. Straight away, Crystal Palace, you can tell they're set up as a long ball forward to Christian Benteke. Did work out. He won the header back to Ederson, but it was mopped up nicely by Ederson. Thiago, and that's a poor pass, easily read by Milivojevic. Townsend gets there. Benteke has got Zaha outside him, and Zaha is in. Zaha dinks it over Ederson, and it's 1-0 Crystal Palace. Oh my word. It is 1-0 Crystal Palace against Liverpool. Keep the ball and we get a win. Ruud Gullit absolutely loves it. Great to play there. I mean, poor pass from Thiago, but Townsend into Benteke. Just that touch. The wrong side of Gomez. He was done for pace when he was through there. Left-footed chip. And Ederson's got nothing he can do there. And Crystal Palace have a surprise lead against Liverpool. That pass from Benteke, superbly weighted. Zaha was in. It's the counter-attack of dreams. And lovely dink over Ederson. 1-0 Crystal Palace. Well, Liverpool have got to come and attack now, and that may well suit Crystal Palace down to the ground. Mane looks to play in Robertson, captain for the day for Liverpool today. Ball in. Gary Cahill does get there. Mane with a shot off the post, and it's cleared away by Dodo. Van Dijk, great ball out to Alexander-Arnold, and you feel like this is going to be some relentless pressure from Liverpool now that Crystal Palace have scored early as Oxlade-Chamberlain is getting a start. Firmino off the post again, and well, Crystal Palace are living a charmed life, aren't they? They said they needed a bit of luck, and it looks like they're getting it all in one game here. As Dodo can bring this forward into Townsend, and Townsend has Eze. Eze up to Benteke. Benteke tries to lay it back out to Dodo. This is a good little counter-attack, this, from Crystal Palace. Dodo surely fouled there, and Crystal Palace will take that all day. Have hit the post has saved them twice. I think we're just going to have to clear our lines a lot of times here. It's going to be a lot of long ball football. It's not going to be pretty. We'll get Milivojevic to whip this one in. Now, if we can somehow get a 2-goal lead here, it would be incredible. Benteke runs towards the near post. It's chipped up to him. Flicked on. Eze with a hit. It is 2-0. The set piece has worked. And Eze and Zaha have given Crystal Palace a 2-0 lead against league leaders Liverpool. Can you believe this? Selhurst Park's not been a happy place for Liverpool in recent times. Milivojevic, little dink, Benteke flick, Eze shot. What a goal. What a goal. When you think about it, football's simple, innit? Put it on the big man's head and see what you can do. And Ederson has been beaten twice in the first half. Is this the best first 20 minutes we've had as Crystal Palace manager? I think it might be. And what I'm doing is I'm not rushing the defenders. When the defenders have the ball, I'm not going to pressurise them. When they get in our half, I'll put a bit of press on. But while they're in their own half, there's just no need. And look at that for defending. I'm happy with that all day. Kouyaté, great job. And Joe Gomez is having a torrid time against Benteke there. And even though he gets a lucky foot to the ball and Ederson's allowed to pick that one up. But Liverpool are not enjoying these long balls. As Milivojevic, I don't mind him even taking out Robertson there, or whoever that is. I think it's Robertson. You can give away a free kick there and stop a quick counter. Robertson just completely annihilated by Milivojevic as he got to the ball first. But yeah, Benteke causing Joe Gomez all sorts of trouble in this game so far. 14 minutes gone, 2-0 Crystal Palace. And again, it's a header that's won at the back, and Thiago does manage to keep this one alive. Mo Salah lays it off to Chamberlain, and Trent Alexander will have a bit of time on the ball here. Lays it up to Chamberlain again, into Salah, but again, Crystal Palace just swarm round him, but the referee's given a free kick. Now, maybe a loose foot in the tackle here. As Salah got it into his feet, he turned. Kouyaté, well, Mitchell seemed to win the ball, so I'm not too sure what the ref's given there, but this will give Trent Alexander-Arnold a chance to do it. He's actually put it in towards Firmino, and well, it's going to be headed away and then cleared on one more. That's got to be a foul, but the referee may well play advantage as Benteke feeds it out looking for Eze, brings it back for the foul, and well, Benteke did very well there. He's doing a wonderful job of holding the play up today, and this is what Gullit's wanted from him all season, to be honest, and he's just about seems to be clicking for the game plan at the moment, as the crossfield pass goes towards Townsend, who, well, beats Van Dijk in the air, and Benteke holding it up again. Great hold-up play, absolutely superb. Eze can feed it out to Dodo as well. He's got Townsend in front of him. Van Dijk just about gets there first, cleared away, and Sacco will look to keep this one in. Out to Cahill. Cahill knows that Liverpool are going to press, so Crystal Palace will be more than happy just to keep the ball around the back and allow Liverpool to tire themselves out, you think. Oh, and Crystal Palace were trying to keep the ball at the back, but have passed themselves into a bit of danger. And Dodo miscontrolled a pass. It goes out for a throw. Robertson tries to get it on the attack early, but, well, I mean, Sissoko is not having any of that against his former team, as Zaha tries to put the ball forward looking for Townsend, but just a bit overhit, but he'll get on the ball again. And this is Kouyaté. Townsend knows he doesn't really have to rush, but Thiago puts in a good tackle. And I do have to worry about not doing... I'm happy to slow things down, but I can't make it too slow. Salah, that's a great dink in towards Mane. And it's been given as a goal. And I pressed super cancel, which I think actually then cancelled what I had originally planned, because I told him to just clear it. But Sacco places it... That's the strangest own goal I've ever seen. 2-1 now. Unlucky for Sacco, that, because I did press super cancel, but obviously it didn't register in time, so... Well, Crystal Palace now with a 1-goal lead, but have scored all 3 goals in this game. Benteke, again, what a flick on that is. And, well, I think Van Aanholt... Zaha thought Van Aanholt was going to get the ball. Van Aanholt thought Zaha was going to get the ball. But it turned out neither of them went for it. Van Dijk for Liverpool at the back, and Liverpool can find themselves very, very fortunate to be back in this game. Mane with a pocket of space, gets away from Sacco into Firmino, who looks to turn. Holds the ball up well. Milivojevic has to go and press Chamberlain and wins it very easily from him. Well, Benteke's got acres of space in front of him. Terrible defending here from Liverpool. As the goalkeeper's out and Bishop Benteke's chipped him, and it's 3-1. Liverpool absolutely all over the place in this game at the back. Van Dijk had gone walkabout. Benteke just left in absolute acres of space. Milivojevic won it off Chamberlain. Easy ball through to Benteke, and he took a bit of a heavy touch that nearly got Gomez back into it, but the keeper came out. Lovely finish from Benteke. It's 3-1 Crystal Palace. Benteke with the ball again. He is commanding this game for Crystal Palace. He's asked a lot of Dodo there, so we won't run him out of position too much, as Robertson has Firmino giving him an option down the line. Sakho manages to get a foot on the ball, but doesn't stop it. Ball in, headed away. And Dodo will just put his foot through this one. Up towards the danger men up there. Who are playing really well, as Benteke does a good job to turn and hold the ball, but the pass isn't the best. He's not known for his passing, so we'll let him off. Mane. Up it goes. Out to Alexander-Arnold. Alexander-Arnold back to Chamberlain. Chamberlain to Keita. Salah gets a shot off. It's going to be cleared away by Townsend. If you're wondering why I'm laughing, my wife has just snuck into the room to get a drink out of the fridge that's in here and made me laugh. But luckily we didn't concede while she did it, otherwise I would have blamed her. Chamberlain up against Milivojevic again, who gives away a foul. And dangerous position here for Liverpool. 37 minutes gone. Milivojevic is going to get a talking to from the referee. Shouldn't be a yellow card, but just a talking to. Yeah, just warning him. Last one, boy. Last one. But yeah, Chamberlain got round him, kicked his foot. Definite free kick. And it's Trent Alexander-Arnold on it from a long, long way out. Oh, he's floated that one in. Mane puts on one more. Clever set piece this from Liverpool, if they can make something of it. Chipped in, and it's going to go well behind. 5 minutes to go until half-time. 3-1 Crystal Palace. Firmino dinks a ball in. Salah with a header. It goes past the post. Lovely floated pass in from Firmino. You'll see it in the replay here. Robertson just held it up. We thought I'd cut all the passing lanes out, but Firmino made a very clever run in behind Sakho and then dinked it in. Lovely pass, and Salah, not known for his heading, that one goes off target, luckily for Crystal Palace. Milivojevic knew he couldn't commit into Robertson there because he's one warning away from a yellow card. In towards Firmino. Great block on it, and Milivojevic, well, hooks it away, and it just evades Oxlade-Chamberlain, but Naby Keita comes forward. Good tackle on him. And, well, Benteke will try and pick this ball up, but it's bouncing around. Firmino is the beneficiary of all of this, as Townsend just gets some sort of clearance on it. Robertson, oh, very well marshalled there by Milivojevic. He's just going to put his foot through this one. It should be easy for Van Dijk, who just, well, great composure there from the defender. Alexander-Arnold is coming forward, pressurised by Mitchell. Still going, Alexander-Arnold into Firmino. Great challenge from Sakho, and that takes us to half-time, where Ruud Gullit's Crystal Palace have a 3-1 lead over league leaders Liverpool. You would not have seen this result coming before kick-off, but it is 3-1 to Crystal Palace. 3 shots from Palace, 3 on target, 3 goals. So into the second half we go. No changes from Crystal Palace. It's very rare for Ruud Gullit not to make a change at half-time, but when you're 3-1 up against the league leaders, there's really no reason to change that much at all, as Keita comes forward for Liverpool. They're going to need a lot more from their central midfielders. They've been absolutely dominated in the game today by Crystal Palace, as Benteke has put that ball through, and Zaha is in again, and Liverpool have been all over the place, and Zaha has made it 4-1 straight away from half-time. The counter-attacking from Crystal Palace today has been sensational. 4 shots, 4 on target, 4 goals. Christian Benteke has got a goal and 2 assists in this game. He has been superb. Joe Gomez was absolutely all over the place in the back line. And Ederson left that near post open. Zaha powers it in. 4-1 Crystal Palace. Great tackle from Townsend on Robertson. Lovely ball through to Zaha. And Ederson here, who's coming out, trying to close his angles. And, well, Zaha just sticks it past him at that near post. 4-1 Palace. And, well, Naby Keita's brought off straight after that goal. And Gio Wijnaldum comes on to replace him. Firmino with the ball at his feet. Sakho was just not letting him get away from him too much. Firmino tries to give it back to Alexander-Arnold. Just overhit the pass though. Oxlade-Chamberlain up to Mane into Firmino. Great block on the shot. And Townsend puts it into Benteke. Well, and here go Palace again. They're throwing men forward, Palace, on the counter-attack. They know they've got the opportunity to do it. As Eze holds this one up into Townsend with a shot, and Ederson saves it. And it's the first shot on goal that hasn't gone in for Crystal Palace. But once again, that counter-attack is blisteringly good for Crystal Palace, as Eze laid it off here. Townsend, first time shot. Ederson with a good save. And it goes round the post for a corner. And, well, you just know that Crystal Palace are actually well drilled at set pieces here, as Benteke runs towards the near post, brings Van Dijk out with him. It's a good header away from the defender, to be fair. Dodo up goes long towards Benteke, who wins the header, but Zaha had already made his move into the box, and Salah has a chance to come forward. And now Crystal Palace just need to get numbers back behind the ball, and it looks like Liverpool are really struggling to break them down. As well, Salah turns this time. Alexander-Arnold robbed by Kouyaté so easily there. Benteke picks up the ball. And again, there's a through ball here. And Eze, Joe Gomez has been absolutely shocking at the back for Liverpool. That's a terrible shot from Eze. But Joe Gomez is having a nightmarish game. He can't deal with Benteke when it's in the air. And he's all over the place in terms of the offside trap and the back four. Eze probably should have done better there. Mane flicks it on to Robertson, who's been kept pretty quiet by Dodo. That's a great ball into Firmino, though. And his volley goes past the post. And, well, when they do click Liverpool, they look very, very good. Mane with a nice flick from the outside of his boot to Robertson. Held it up. Went actually onto his weaker foot. Put a cross in. And Firmino's volley goes past the post. Benteke wins yet another header against the Liverpool back four. But I think Kouyaté there was expecting Mitchell to be a little bit higher up the pitch, so the ball is given away. Kouyaté flies in on Salah, and we'll pick up a yellow card for his trouble there. I think he was very wary of the counter-attack. Salah stayed down, and it's a definite yellow card for Kouyaté. He had given the ball away with a sloppy pass and was, I think, happy to give a professional foul away. And yeah, Salah looks like he made the most of it, but it was a foul, so we'll let him off. And he's now off on the sidelines getting some treatment. As Liverpool look to swing this ball in too close to Guita, who makes a very, very easy catch, and I'm sure we'll be more than happy to slow this pace of this game down with a 4-1 lead for Crystal Palace as Mitchell goes up towards Benteke, who again drifts on to Gomez, and he's been getting a lot of joy from that, the big Belgian today. Mane, good 1-2 with Robertson, puts a ball in. Milivojevic, really good job back there defending. Wijnaldum picks it up, and Benteke's even back doing some defending as well, trying to get in the way of it. Firmino with a header again, off target. The Brazilian's been out of sorts today. Benteke up against Van Dijk, wins the header. Gomez this time does the sensible thing and let it go across his body to stop Zaha getting in behind. Van Dijk plays a crossfield ball towards Alexander-Arnold, and Liverpool now back to full complement because here's Mo Salah. Firmino out to Mane. Mane has a shot from range, good save from Guita. Corner to Liverpool, and Liverpool not really troubling Crystal Palace that much today. Good turn from Salah into Firmino. He then got swamped by players, so laid it off. Mane had a shot, and Guita with a good save to touch it round the post. A couple of short options going here for Liverpool, taking two big men out of the middle, but they still don't put it into the box. Firmino surely will have to put a cross in sooner or later. Alexander-Arnold on the wrong flank. Firmino easily tackled by Kouyaté, and that sums up Liverpool's game today. They have not been very good going forward or defensively, you'd have to say. Their only goal coming from a very bizarre Mamadou Sakho OG, as Oxlade-Chamberlain's surely going to try and look to put, well, Mane in, but his run was matched, and Mane with the overhead kick. Again, not a very good effort. So substitution for Crystal Palace, Wilfried Zaha has put in a big shift, and he is replaced by Bruno Henrique as Liverpool replace Trent Alexander-Arnold with Lucien Bonnet. Referee says play on for a foul on Thiago as Lucien Bonnet shows very good footwork there to get away from his man, and then he went back into trouble, but he somehow has kept hold of the ball. Oxlade-Chamberlain to Salah. Salah gets some space, but fantastic defending from Sakho once again. And then the composure to pass it off to find a better teammate for the clearance. And now Liverpool could be in trouble. Liverpool could be in trouble because Bruno Henrique has the pace to get away from Lucien Bonnet. He cuts it back towards Eze. Eze with a shot. It's past the post. Crystal Palace devastating on the counter-attack today, as it came forward and Bruno Henrique lays this back. Eze left-footed hit. Ederson, you have to say, was beaten. Goes past the post though. What a performance from Crystal Palace. So a double change for Crystal Palace in the middle of midfield. Max Meyer and Eze coming off. Max Meyer on to replace Eze, and Riedewald on to replace Milivojevic. Sorry, I completely forgot who it was. As Mohamed Salah is rested as well with a few minutes to go in this game. About 8 minutes to go. Oh, that's a terrible pass, and it's read very well by Bruno Henrique, who looks forward to Townsend, and Townsend nearly shrugged off Van Dijk. It was nearly a chance for 5-1 Crystal Palace there. Robertson feeds it up the line to Mane. First time Mane's got in behind Dodo, and he's got to have a bit of support, and he's done very well. Mane into Firmino. What a save from Guita. It's bouncing around, But a foul has been given. Mane connecting late with Gary Cahill. It was actually offside from the rebound. And, well, if it wasn't for that bizarre own goal from Sakho, Guaita would more than likely be on a clean sheet today. Up towards Benteke again. And Max Myers read the second bounce. Wijnaldum covers him well. Mane just caught late there by Riedewald, who's not happy with the decision. And Mane played the pass, and then he was caught a little bit late by Riedewald. It was cleared up in line as Lucien Bonnet now fancies his chances over the set piece with Alexander-Arnold no longer on the pitch. Puts it in towards Oxlade-Chamberlain, but that's a... Well, it looked like a fantastic headed clearance from Kouyaté. The referee's blown up here for a foul. Bit of argy-bargy afterwards. It just looked like Kouyaté won a clean header. Yeah, nothing wrong with that at all. A free kick to Liverpool. On the edge of the box. And Lucien Bonnet again fancies his chances here. And he has a go, and it's deflected off the wall, and that deceived Guaita. And sometimes, if PES just wants the opposition to score, they will just score. Because I feel like that is a number of harsh decisions against Crystal Palace there. But 4-2, again, Crystal Palace will be absolutely delighted with how this has gone. And there is the full-time whistle. A famous victory for Crystal Palace here. 4-2, 4 different goal scorers. Eze, Benteke, Zaha, and you can't even remember who got the last or the first. The own goal from Mamadou Sakho and a free kick late on from Lucien Bonnet. But really, an absolutely superb performance from Crystal Palace. Devastating on the counter-attack. And Wilfried Zaha gets man of the match. Benteke up there as well. A superb performance all round. Very well done, the Crystal Palace boys. And that will end this episode with a 4-2 win against Liverpool. Sheffield United drew 0-0 with Wolves. Burnley 3, Newcastle 1. Man City 4, Leicester 0. Everton 4, Brighton 0. And, well, Everton now go top of the table. Liverpool dropped to 3rd. Crystal Palace stay 19th, but are slowly edging up on the teams above them. And that felt good. Really good. That felt really, really good. I think it's... If I can defend solidly like I did in that, not always pressuring the ball and being a bit more sensible to it, I think we'll be okay, to be honest. I think we'll start picking up some wins. Unigo is back. We've been offered the job at Spezia. Klein is back from injury. Mitchell has been offered on got a loan offer. Zaha's had an offer from Leicester. No. And we've got Tapsoba has been scouted. So we'll look at all of them, well, later on. But that will be the end of the episode. We'll just very quickly go in and definitely reject this offer for Wilfried Zaha. They'll have to pay the full 55 million if they want him. And also, we're gonna, while we're here, we might as well just reject this loan offer for Mitchell, because he is coming in and doing a good job at left back when he's being called upon. So, very, very good. Thank you so much for watching. Leave a comment down below. What do you think about that? How do you think about the formation and stuff like that? 4-2 we beat Liverpool. Next up, Spurs, Villa and Leeds. We'll probably come back for the Leeds game, because I think it's Leeds and then... then Man United, and it's the transfer window that opens. So we'll be back for that. But thank you so much for watching. Thank you all for the support. Leave a like. Hit that 30 like target again. And there will be a video coming on Monday. But thank you so much for watching. For now, I'm out. Cheers.